Do you want your very own buddy to commit war crimes with? Take me home today! The Kirsche U2's plush is on sale now from November 18th through December 2nd. The link is both on screen and in the video description below. Kirsche is made of soft materials to keep you cozy in any foxhole, underground bunker, or even just your warm, comfy bed. Standard correction practices may need to be utilized to get your Kirsche to accurately follow instructions. This product has not yet been evaluated by the FDA, FDIC, or the IRS. This product has not yet been proven to cure depression. If you're having any side effects, including nausea, diarrhea, headache, fatigue, loss of sight, loss of limbs, weaponry suddenly going missing, upset stomach, waking up with an IV draining your blood for science experiments, blood clot, stroke, heart attack, small caches of food, and drugs appearing inside your walls, call your doctor immediately, but they probably can't help you. It's too late. Bring home your new best friend today and experience the thrill of living with Kirsche.
Before I read this article, let's take a peek at B.R.I.G.E's website, right? Because it's been a hot minute since we've looked at B.R.I.G.E's website. We are B.R.I.G.E.com. Let's see if there's any changes going on here. This all looks normal. Under their leaders, let's see. We still have Nielsen, Milk Pep, Gap Inc., Sonos, The Weather Company, Superset, Digital Direct Holdings. We've read articles from Digital Direct Holdings, and we've also read their specific diversity reports. Sephora, Discover, Saucony, NBC Universal, Nature-Aid, Gum Gum. I think this one's new. I do not recognize Gum Gum. I have no idea what that is. iHeartMedia, Discover again, Channel Factory. I think this one's new as well. I don't know what that is. Gaio, Michelin, the Index Exchange, H&M, AWS, the Amazon Web Services. I would love to see Robbie claim that Amazon is getting rid of DEI while they are literally on the fucking leaderboard at Bridge. Havas Media Network, I don't even know. JLC Ventures, never heard of that one. No idea what that is. Extreme Reach, the Ad Council, BSI, Brand Safety Institute. Obviously, McKinsey & Company, got to keep pumping out those fake studies. Group M, Campbell's, of course, is on here. That's how I even got into this rabbit hole in the first place. Ads Mobile, Media Brands, Indeed, Publicis Group, and then, I don't know what this is. I can't read this one. Scripps? I don't know what Scripps is. I feel like I read Scripps, the name, recently. Wait, no, that was that fucking, like, delivery app thing, wasn't it? Hold up, McKinsey as in that McKinsey? It all makes sense, the soup. B.R.I.G.E staff and contributors here. These are just all people working directly at B.R.I.G.E here. Strategic advisors. We have a lady, or not, that's a guy, I guess. Sundar Bharadwaj from the University of Georgia. Coca-Cola Company chair. Professor of marketing. Again, Extreme Reach. City, yeah. I don't know what that is. Executive director. City Year. San Jose. I have no idea what that is. iHeartMedia. UM. Former Chief Diversity Officer, Head of Diversity, Equity, and Belonging. Purpose Worldwide. Campbell's, again, is a strategic advisor. Emory University. Very interesting. Very interesting. Become Based Chat. Make your own soup. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. What are advocates? B.R.I.G.E advocates, it is essential that companies don't rely solely on the DEI leaders to fix the gaps in their organizations. DE&I should not be siloed, but rather needs to become part of the fabric of all activities of a company and brand. Having advocates is critical for DEI leaders to be successful as they help reinforce the need for change, and they're also likely to be heard differently. The B.R.I.G.E Advocates Board will operate in support of the B.R.I.G.E Leaders Board, collaboratively and with input from the B.R.I.G.E Leaders Board. We will create a meaningful, action-oriented agenda to help define the role and responsibilities of an advocate and how we can help bridge the gaps and work for increased accountability. So they don't even have advocates on this page at the moment. So this is something that they're in the middle of setting up then. In times of drastic change, it is the learners who inherit the future. The learned usually find themselves beautifully equipped to live in a world that no longer exists. Eric Hofer. Once again, the goal here is not financial in the short term. They want complete cultural victory. Incubators. Bridge Incubators is the place for up-and-coming leaders to make impact, be mentored, and help define the future of DEI as ingrained in the DNA of companies. This group will act as a filter against Bridge programs and help with grassroots efforts against underrepresented communities. Alright, okay. I'm assuming staff is just going to be, it's going to be the same thing we just looked at earlier. We already know about IMAX. I just want to see if they've changed anything on this page. Bridge IMAX is currently being piloted by the industry leaders of Campbell's, Colgate, Palmolive, and Sephora. This hasn't changed. These are the same three spearheaders as before. Dr. Omar Rodriguez-Villa is someone's name who comes up frequently, who does research that drives these initiatives in other companies. There's the Coca-Cola guy again. Then we have Dion Antoinette, I'm not going to say her last name, Assistant Professor Marketing at Kelley School of Business, Indiana University. And these are some companies, I guess, that are on board here, that are possibly using IMAX, because I don't know why else they would have all these companies here. We have Airbnb, Beam Suntory, Bevel, Black Group, BNY Mellon, Campbell's, Discover, EOS, like the fucking chapstick people? Group M, Hilton Hotels, Indeed. I can't read this one. This one on the right. I can't read this one. La Rams, maybe? The font is too difficult to read. LA Rams. Oh, so like a sports team? McDonald's, obviously. McKinsey & Company, Metro Plus Health, Milk Pep, the NFL in general. The NFL being here is also interesting because once again, with the Enthusiast Gaming VoD, there was a channel set up. The NFL has been doing like weird initiatives in like cooperation with Campbell's as well, bringing on streamers with like millions of followers, and then their initiatives get like almost zero traction. Their videos get no views. They have no chat interaction. Nobody's fucking watching this. But they're still dumping money into it. They're still paying these streamers to promote the messaging. It's very weird. It's very strange to look at. NatureAid, NBC Universal, Pimco, Wreck-It, Rent Spree. I have no idea what company is just the letter R. Royal Caribbean Group, Sephora, Tailored Brands, Together for Safer Roads, TrueCar, UNFI, Unilever, Walgreens Boots Alliance, the Waze app? What? And WPP. That's so weird. That's so strange. Oh, I made it a little too small. My bad. I went too far. What the fuck is Waze? Waze is like a Google Maps alternative GPS for your phone. Is WPP Vash PP's brother? Let's see here. Leadership and learning. Let's just go down here. There's the steering committee, comprehensive DEI framework to help companies identify, deconstruct, and rethink their own structural gaps that contribute to inequities. This agenda includes multiple layers of standards, best practices, and interactive workshop sessions. And these are just people at Bridge, I suppose. Sandra Sims Williams is frequently in the monthly calls that Bridge has as well. Events. Bridge 25, forward. Request an invite. Well, I mean, Cheryl Dyes just sent me that email. It's 37 days. All right. Early bird pricing. DEI leaders. It's 1,600. Marketing and business leaders. It's 2,600. A DEI leader plus a marketing business leader from the same company, so 2 tickets, is 3,800. Ooh, man. See, like, I'm not a real journalist, chat. So, like, my brain is just like, I wish I could partner with a real journalist and just, like, pay for their ticket. But if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. And I don't think if I paid for someone's ticket, I would trust them to, like, accurately do things. So, like, I would want to go, but I am not a journalist. So, like, I don't know how to do, like, the journalist things. This is how large companies do this. They say it's training, and then the company would spend $4K for a one-day training. Fuck it, maybe I should go. Maybe I should take, like, a crash journalism course with some of the, like, Nichiban people. Like, teach me how to journalism. OMG might be willing. I have no idea who that is. 1600, get the fuck out. Like, obviously I don't want to give them money, but if it's for the sake of collecting information, kind of like how, fucking, oh god, what's his name? The Project Veritas guy. Kind of like how he would do the undercover camera stuff. Right, I feel like that would be a good thing to do for the interest of, like, public information, right? James O'Keefe, thank you, chat. I'm bad with names. First step to becoming a journalist, you must hate yourself. Oh, OMG is what the Project Veritas guy is doing now. Okay, well, I mean, if I could get in touch with James O'Keefe, like, maybe, but, like, I don't see any reason for him to respond to me. Because I'm a literal fucking who? Like, I couldn't even get, like, Daily Wire people to respond to B.R.I.D.G.E stuff. I couldn't get Asmongold to respond to B.R.I.D.G.E stuff. I tried reaching out to, James Lindsay. I don't remember if I sent a DM on Twitter to James O'Keefe. It's been months if I have. They did a hostile takeover of Veritas and he founded another group. Okay, alright. They have a citizen journalist project. They'll send cameras and fund and train. They do it with literal nobody. Okay, alright, okay. If I have a moderator listening, jot that down so I can look into their citizen journalist project, because that might be genuinely fucking helpful. James O'Keefe is always looking for independent reporters and journalists such as yourself. Well, I don't think of myself as a journalist, but if he does offer that shit, I will absolutely send a fucking email. And I will absolutely buy this fucking ticket and go to this bridge thing. Asman has other instructions. O'Keefe will respond if I have solid dirt for him. I feel like I have a lot. Right, and considering how long I've been talking about Bridge, I feel like if I send absolutely everything in an initial message, it's like information fucking overload, you know? Dude, it would be awesome. Unironically more of a journo than actual journos. Well, I don't know, like, the laws around, like, the recordings and stuff, right? So I'd have to be learned in that area. Shouldn't call yourself a journalist. Talking bad about yourself is a bad habit. True. True. What can you do as an individual to help in the fight against the Corpo communism? You have nothing but time. Like, if you're working a job, talk to your bosses. Tell them about, like, what this kind of stuff looks like. Be like, hey, if you don't want to be involved in this, this is the kind of stuff to look out for. This is the kind of stuff to say, no thank you, we don't want to be a part of it. If what you know doesn't get his attention, nothing will, unfortunately. Don't know if I could go in person due to my pain right now. Well, it's in May, right? It's not for like 37 days. And if I still want to cut my arm off in 37 days, I'm going to be really fucking upset, you know? Steven Crowder has a tips email for reporting on issues like this. You would argue that it's very relevant? Maybe. Maybe. O'Keefe will want video evidence of things no one has seen. Receipts are just the icing. I mean, I have that. I just can't show it because, again, I don't know the legality of these things since I'm not a journalist. You've done the reverse work yourself. But this is definitely interesting. I'm a rising star. I'm a future inclusion leader. A B.R.I.D.G.E 2025 steering committee. These look like the same people from the regular steering committee. B.R.I.D.G.E 25 forward. I think we played this video. Yeah, this was highlights from B.R.I.D.G.E 24. We played this video when we looked here before. 2024 speakers include Dr. Beatrice Berry. Hey, we've looked at this woman's channel. She's not just a D.E.I. lady or an author. She's also supposedly a comedian, even though we didn't find anything funny.
Sorry to interrupt. Are you still accepting Apple Source videos?
No.
If so, where may I submit mine?
No, those closed, like, the beginning of the month, I think. Crowder needs to see the light, except the VTuber world. Dr. Clarence B. Jones, MLK speechwriter, author, director, Institute for Nonviolence and Social Justice, chairman of Spill the Honey Foundation. Dr. Seisha Joy Moon, former chief diversity officer, House of Representatives for the 117th and 118th Congresses. These are... Madison Tevlin, actor, host, model, and advocate. Isn't this the, like... Isn't this like the Down syndrome lady? I feel like I've seen videos of her on Twitter. Zayed Ahmed, head of Next Gen United Talent Agency. Joy Allen Altemeyer, global chief marketing officer at Saucony. Amy Bedford, vice president, GM Integrated Marketing and Advanced Advertising at Colgate-Palmolive. Brianne Bowles-Marshall, Diversity, Media Strategy, and Investment Lead at General Motors. Meredith Brace, former Chief Marketing Officer at Extreme Reach. Shaymaine Brahman, Chief People Officer at Sonos. Tony Coles, President of the Black Information Network at iHeartMedia. Jessica Golden Cortez, Partner at Davis & Gilbert. Wiley Davi, PhD, Bridge Facilitator and Professor at Bentley University. This person is very familiar, and I don't know where I've seen them. I don't know if it was like during one of the internal calls or if it was in an article I've read with you guys. Jeff Edwards, Managing Director Creative at Gale. Maya Irvin, Marketing Executive at UTA's Next Gen Practice, United Talent Agency. Jeremy Fain, CEO and co-founder of Cognitive. This man looks very ill. And I don't mean this like in a derogatory way. I mean like he looks like he has a deadly disease that needs treatment immediately. Walter T. Gear, we've also read and listened to some stuff by this guy. He has very inflammatory fucking speeches. Chief Creative Officer, Innovation North America at VML. LaShonda Goffin, CEO at Colossus SSP. Gloria Goins, maybe? Chief Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer at Cisco. Lori Good, Chief Marketing Officer at the Index Exchange. Justin Grant, Head of Community Development and National Partnerships at JP Morgan Chase & Co. Damian Hooper Campbell, Chief Impact Officer at StockX. Elise James DeCruz, Chief Equity Officer at the Ad Council. Juisley Johnson, Marketing Manager, Store Experience Marketing at Target. Oh, well, now I can't wait for Robbie Starbuck to come out with his weird Target grift videos, because, I mean, if Target's going to this bridge thing, they're not reversing jack shit, baby. Emil Cater, VP Strategy, Insights, and Analytics at Sonos. Amy Lund, VP Marketing and Media Investment at Gaio. George Exeta Brostilon Machinga, Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at Sephora. Ronald Mendez, EVP Cultural Investment and Strategy Lead at Group M. Jennifer Murillo, as SVP Marketing Chief Officer at Discover. Lou Pascalis, Chief Strategy Officer at Ad Fontels Media. Valerie Eirick Rainford, CEO of Ellery Talent Strategies. Jessica Ricarte, Chief Revenue Officer Adsmobile. Dr. Omar Rodriguez Villa at Emory University, of course. Darea Ruffins, Executive VP of Strategy at Spark. Sandra Sims-Williams of Nielsen. Randy Stipes, Chief Marketing Officer at The Weather Company. Jennifer Warren, VP Global Brand Managing and Communications at Indeed. Geraldine White, Chief Diversity Officer at Publicis Group. Jonita Wilson, a former Chief Diversity Officer of Discover. Yin-Woon Rani, CEO and CMO of MilkPep. And Kenji Yoshino, Chief Justice Earl Warren Professor of Constitutional Law at NYU. I feel like I've seen this guy's name on Twitter recently as well, but I can't remember why. Not my milk! These are all the people who are going to be invited speakers at Bridge. So these aren't even people who are just regularly included. They are there to speak on behalf and at the Bridge 2025 meeting. The new axis of evil. You can smell the ego from the whole list. God damn. I would love to go to this. Last guy looks almost like Iraqi. Let's see here. Accessibility policy. Health and safety, event space. Okay, so there's nothing too crazy here. So let's get off of their meeting and back here. Partners. Partner database. In order to drive cultural change, we need to change the spending habits and partnerships within companies. With the Bridge partner and vendor database, companies will be able to expand their spend and access to BIPOC and LGBTQ+ resources. The database will provide you with a dashboard so you can benchmark your own spending, and Bridge will aggregate the data to benchmark spending on a macro level as well as by industry. Bridge Academy International is under construction. We believe that while bridge companies have the power to change DEI issues at the corporate level, we must create alternatives for Black and brown students in the education system to abate the dropout rate, stop the poverty to prison pipeline, and create a more robust funnel into the business world. Leveraging our experiences from international schools outside of the US, the Bridge Academy International will equalize the opportunities and expectations for underserved students, providing them with 3 distinct pathways, including academics, accreditation in trades and athletics, and more information available upon request. It takes a village to inspire, educate, and empower a child. Underserved kids have to work twice as hard just to keep up with the rest of the world. Most of them don't even start the race until it's over. We need to give them the chance to start the race on time. That's not an advantage, that's just an equal opportunity to succeed. Man, I've been poor my entire fucking life. Where's my underserved kid assistance? Academy leadership, obviously Cheryl Dijah, Kevin Bradshaw, who's the SVP Executive Director of City Year San Jose, Johnson Asiedu, founder and director of FC Golden State San Diego, and founder and CEO of New Life Athletics Foundation. How to join. Accelerate inclusion. Future-proof your business, build inclusion. I'm pretty sure this has been here. Right, I'm pretty sure this has been here. A Bridge General membership. And this is why the companies like that are partnered with Bridge, obviously, are going to be pushing this shit at much higher rates. But you see the Bridge language in other companies that aren't featured on Bridge's website, because this is something that all companies are going to be walking in lockstep in. They just might not want to pay, you know, $35,000 to $150,000 fucking dollars, right? Oh my god, that's so much fucking money. Bridge collaborator membership, DEI or HR independent practitioners or solution providers. As fucking membership dues, man. Membership fucking dues. It's like the Church of Scientology. It is. What do we have for news here? August 9th. How Elon Musk took down brand safety group GARM. What's next for advertisers looking for controls? Yeah, they haven't really put newer things here because we've read through all of these. Blog. Project 2025 resources was the newest one in October. Best practices to support employees, how to leverage the Hispanic market for growth. Let's see if I can look at the primer. 21 pages? This isn't a quick read? The 4 pillars, the 4 promises, White House office, Heritage Foundation. Project 2025 is a 180-day plan to dismantle not just parts of our lives, but our work in this world. Well, yeah. I mean, if Project 2020... Like, Trump has distanced himself from this on so many occasions. He's like, I have no idea what this is. It has nothing to do with my administration. They still keep trying to push it as something that will. But it's like, it's funny that they're just like, Project 2025 is dangerous because it's going to dismantle our work. Project 2025 is 900 pages. Here's our 21-page response. Pillar 1, a consensus view of how federal agencies must be governed. Pillar 2, a personnel database of vetted conservatives for the president to select for positions. Project 2025 describes it as a database that allows candidates to build their own professional profiles and coalition members to review and voice recommendations as a way to streamline the appointment process. Pillar 3, Presidential Administration Academy, an online education system on how the government functions. Pillar 4, the playbook, agency teams, and transition plans for the first 180 days in office. Restore the family as the centerpiece of American life and protect the children. Eliminate marriage penalties and federal welfare programs and the tax code. Pornography is equated with transgender ideology. Well, I mean, porn addiction is a thing, right? Purveyors to be imprisoned. What? Librarians and educators who purvey it will be classified as sex offenders. If you're pushing sexual and pornographic topics to children, I mean, yeah, you should be. Telecommunications and technology firms that facilitate the spread of it are shuttered. Well, good, right? Install work requirements for food stamps. Why is this bad? Eliminate terms sexual orientation and gender identity, diversity, equity and inclusion, gender, gender identity, gender equity, gender awareness, gender sensitive, abortion, reproductive rights, and any other term used to deprive Americans of their First Amendment rights out of every federal rule, agency regulation, contract, grant, regulation, and piece of legislation that exists. This doesn't make any sense. This doesn't, I mean, like, base for wanting to remove subversive Marxist language, right? But also it does, how does that deprive Americans of First Amendment rights? That doesn't make any sense. Federal policy to get tech out of the hands of children, also good. Have you guys seen that video of like children reacting to the intro of Coco Melon? Like that shit is weird, man. They need to know what adults only mean. Yeah, right? Dismantle the administrative state and return self-governance to the American people. Reduce size and scope of federal government. How to fire unfireable federal bureaucrats. Close wasteful, corrupt bureaus. Muzzle woke propaganda. Increase national defense. Reduce the oversight power of Congress and the Supreme Court. Why do we hate Project 2025 again? Why is this a bad thing? I've only ever heard like the fucking progressive screeching about it, so it's just like, what the fuck? Oh man, my arm. What's the problem here? Defend sovereignty, borders, and bounty against death threats. Eliminate international treaties. Stop extreme environmentalists. Defend America's energy interests. Stop fostering a global economy. Globalists in shambles, dude? Like, what? The four promises. Secure our God-given individual right to enjoy the blessings of liberty, such as economic freedom. Why is this bad? A total ban on abortion. Again, like, Trump has said many times that he has no interest in doing this. He delivered it back to the states. It's a states issue. Ban gender-affirming care. Based. Dismantle agencies that oversee laws that enforce equality. The Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Title IX of the Education Amendments of 1972. Remove rights of the LGBTQIA+ community. I'm still very confused. Ban critical race theory and gender ideology from public institutions. The next conservative president must make the institutions of American civil society hard targets for woke culture warriors. This starts with deleting the terms sexual orientation and gender identity, or SOGI, SOGI. What? Diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, gender equality, gender equity, gender awareness, gender sensitive, abortion, reproductive health, reproductive rights, and any other term used to deprive Americans of their First Amendment rights. But like, what? How? Deregulate big business and the oil industry. What? Eliminate labor protections, close the borders, free market capitalism, eliminate environmental protections and foster tapping reserves of oil and natural gas, removal of federal government employees and replace with individuals from their personnel database. These are both really vague and somehow don't seem real. Throughout the chapter, the author stresses the idea of staffing all these positions with activist conservatives. Restructuring proposed, presumably to give President more power to act more quickly. Limiting mainstream press access to the White House. Didn't they only specifically say that they were going to limit, like, specific news organizations? Like, you know? It was also disavowed by Trump, so why are they on about it? I have no idea. That's what I'm saying. Like, Trump has just been like, this has nothing to do with me or my administration. I don't know what that is, man. Limiting mainstream press access to the White House. Allow for outside conservative legal advice. Enhanced criteria for military service and specific occupational career fields should be based on the needs of those positions. Exceptions for individuals who are already predisposed to require medical treatment, for example, HIV positive, or suffering from gender dysphoria, should be removed. I mean, yes, you want a military that is capable, right? Like, those with gender dysphoria should be expelled from military service. Physical fitness requirements should be based on the occupational field without consideration of gender, race, ethnicity, or orientation. That seems very logical. I don't understand. Eliminate Marxist oh, now they're finally calling it what it is. Eliminate Marxist indoctrination and divisive critical race theory programs and abolish newly established diversity, equity, and inclusion offices and staff. What? Audit the course offerings at military academies to remove Marxist indoctrination, eliminate tenure for academic professionals, apply the same rules to instructors that are applied to other Department of Defense contracting personnel. Reverse policies that allow transgender individuals to serve in the military. Gender dysphoria is incompatible with the demands of military service, and the use of public money for transgender surgeries or to facilitate abortion for service members should be ended. True. Audit all curricula and health policies in the Department of Defense schools for military families, remove all inappropriate materials, and reverse inappropriate policies. Just like, what the hell? Replacement of the entire Homeland Security Advisory Committee. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement prioritize national security in the Student and Exchange Visitor Program. ICE should end its current cozy deference to educational institutions and remove security risk from the program. Interesting. Interesting. This is the stuff that B.R.I.G.E is saying Trump is evil for? That's what it seems like. Public broadcasting, diversity, equity, and inclusion agenda, Agency for International Development, Department of Agriculture, Department of Education, Department of Health and Human Services. Okay. All right. I'm not sure what I was supposed to like gain here. At the request of the industry, B.R.I.G.E has created the Project 2025 Quick Read and Primer documents to help provide education on its contents and potential implications to employees and businesses. These resources address the most relevant aspects of Project 2025. Okay, all right. If Trump does even 10% of that, his second term will go down in history. I mean, maybe some of it is planned, but again, he said that Project 2025 has nothing to do with him or his administration. Coco Melon is death. True and real. True and real. Well, all right.